So Harry and Meghan are back in the spotlight again. Is this another calculated plan? From secret meetings to the whispers of a UK comeback and surprise appearances, and to now receiving a humanitarian award. So what is really going on? As usual, I'm going to delve into this, not just about clickbait and what we're being told by the mainstream media, but getting to the truth of what is really going on. And so if this is the type of channel for you where you don't just want the gossip and the clickbait, you want to find out the truth about a situation, well, this could be the channel for you. So please don't forget to hit that subscribe button because it does tell YouTube that I am a channel worth keeping. Also click the like button if you've enjoyed the content. So that being said, go grab your drink of choice, sit back, relax as we get into some tea with some therapeutic knowledge. So hey everyone, right, so there has been obviously some video footage that has come out with regards to Meghan going up onto the stage at Kevin Costner's 805 benefit. I have seen the footage. There is a lot for me to say about it, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to focus that on my bite-sized tea channel because I've already done one video this week. And so I'm going to put that across in bite-sized tea because I do have something to say. This one is going to be about this humanitarian award. So on October the 9th, October the 10th, Harry and Meghan are traveling to New York and they're going to be, let me get this right. They are going there for World Mental Health Day Festival, and it's on October the 10th in New York City. There is a gala on October the 9th, which they'll be going to, and it's for Project Healthy Minds Humanitarian of the Year Award, and Harry and Meghan are going to receive this. You can imagine my thoughts and opinions in regards to this. In the words of Oprah, what? For the life of me, I cannot fathom how do you know what? I feel that we are in some weird world right now where somebody like Harry and Meghan, who have done what they've done, are being awarded a humanitarian award. Is it just me? Or am I going to wake up at some point and actually be in a world that doesn't reward this type of behavior? Apparently they're protecting families and young people from the misinformation, their favorite buzzwords, disinformation on the internet. How are they doing that? How are they actually helping anyone? Yes, they've given money, apparently, but how else are they helping that? Can we also bear in mind, I feel like dolphins are going to start hearing me in a minute. I'm getting more high pitched. So bearing in mind that she has gone on Instagram and she's utilizing children, because whether you believe whatever you believe, whether you believe these are her children and Harry's children, whether you believe that they are Harry's, not hers, whether you believe that they have no children, there are still children, the idea of children being used for clicks and views on her Instagram. If she was not bothered, then she would have her comments open. But clearly she knows that by having her comments open, she can control and do whatever she wants with no consequence whatsoever. Because the consequences are not happening in the mainstream media. The mainstream media just fluff all over it and put these pictures out without questioning the fact that the children look different pretty much every single time. That the boy never seems to grow. The girl's hair color seems to change consistently, and the type of hair that she has seems to change consistently. That we've had no pictures of the children growing up. We had the boy before Megxit, and then all of a sudden he was a toddler, and we saw the back of his head. Then we didn't see the girl at all as a baby, apart from one edited Photoshop photograph of her sitting on a lawn with no legs. And then we saw her as a 3-4-year-old. But no, we don't question that. We don't question the fact that they have slandered the royal family. So let's not worry about their mental health. Let's not worry about the fact that this has a knock-on effect on the children. Let's not look at the fact that they have one of the worst cult fan bases, in my opinion, on the entire planet, that call themselves the Sussex Squad, which I hate, who have attacked and vilified the royal family, especially William and Catherine, and especially their children. Christopher Boozy was another one who they had on their Netflix docuseries attacking the royal family, who has openly put out posts about the children, the young children. Then we had Omid Scooby-Doo. No, I'm not even going to say that, actually. No, I take that back, because I like Scooby-Doo and I'm not even going to give him that name. But Omid, whatever, put out things about the royal children, who was, for a time, Harry and Meghan's mouthpiece until he was no longer required. But that's okay. We don't talk about that. We don't talk about all the things that they've done in the past. So how on earth have they been given, or are going to be given, this award? You cannot tell me that there are not other people that don't seek the glory and the fame, that have not done things behind the scenes to help. I'm pretty sure even actors even have done things behind the scenes to really support and help in a humanitarian way. But these two? What is wrong with people? What is happening in this world? It is so clear, if you have eyeballs and you use your brain, that these two are not in a happy, healthy relationship. Again, you've only got to look at the way she behaved on stage, and I will be getting to that in my bite-sized tea. Some of it is because obviously I want to really try and bolster that other channel, because this one is dying. I'm going to be honest, it's dying. I don't know what YouTube is doing. I don't know what is happening, but this channel is dying. There's no two which ways for me to say that. It is. So I don't know how long I've got left on this channel. So I'm trying and garner as much support for the other one. So please, if you haven't subscribed, please go across and subscribe to that channel. You can find the link at the end of this video. And just a reminder to please like and subscribe if you haven't already to this one. But the views do matter. But my channel, I'm asking for your help, please, guys. My channel is dying. But anyway, so that's why I'm putting that across there. But it's, how do you, as a company, honestly look at the way these two have behaved, the way they have treated people? There is no way that you can look at the fact that whether or not this whole thing with Harry going to the UK, going to visit his father, people are almost still trying to connect him to the royal family. Is that why he wanted to go and see his father? Not because he cares about him, because he probably wanted to try and get something for himself, but because also it looks, because we have then the media puff pieces being put out of like, oh, they've reconciled, everything is great. And as I said, and if you haven't seen my other video, I will put the link to it up here, but it'll also be at the end of this video. Harry's behaviour tells us everything we need to know. This man then went straight to Ukraine, which is a very, very hot sticky topic. So raged sticky topic right now. And then went off and had this, where people are thinking he had this secret meeting with Zelensky, which was, Zelensky was told no to doing that. It looks bad for the optics if you have a meeting with the rogue prince. You have the fact that William was wanted to go to Ukraine, but he has been told no because it's not safe. Understandably so. But Harry decided in his wisdom to go the same time as Yvette Cooper. It was her first visit, so overshadowed that. So you cannot tell me that the meeting with his father went well because he then went and did that. And then not only that, then did another interview talking about his father's health, saying he has no regrets for the stuff that he put in his book, which I believe was probably a topic of conversation where he's doubled down and said, well, you know, that's what I've done. So I think that was a dig at his father and brother. So you know then that the meeting didn't go well, because there's no way that Harry would have behaved that way if he'd have gone there and got what he wanted. So whatever it was that he wanted, he didn't get. And now we have this. We have them turning up to this benefit. We have the ridiculous behaviour on stage. But again, where was that in the mainstream media? No, nobody spoke about it. Nobody spoke about the fact that just looked embarrassing. It was clear that she was attempting to take the microphone. She wanted to speak. Harry refused, and then she flounced off. You know, even though there are some people that are trying to spin this, there's no way you can spin that. You don't walk up on stage and then seconds later walk off. Nobody would do that. So it showed that she felt embarrassed because he refused the mic. And so within that, she flounced off. So you have that, but the media say nothing. You have the fact that, like I say, the continuing differences of those children, the fact that she uses her Instagram to promote these children. She reels them out when she's not getting attention for anything else. She knows that they get talked about. The media say nothing. If it wasn't for people like myself and others that actually just tell the truth and show for what it is, you would be left with what the mainstream media tell you. So you might be forgiven in thinking that actually these are really great people, but they're not. They're not. So how can somebody award them this? And how is it the mainstream media can print this garbage and then say nothing about the things that they've done? How are they not putting this out even and saying, hang on a minute, how can they be awarded this when everything that they've done? These two are not humanitarian, but what they're doing is they're using young people, the grief of families. Like I said before in one of my other videos, the people they've aligned with, they've partnered with. They've partnered with a company that has shares in Facebook, has shares in Instagram, has shares with fracking oil companies and other very scary, conspicuous things. And yet they're supposed to be philanthropists. Oh my God. There is steam coming out of my ears. There's steam coming out of my ears. I mean, what do you guys think? What do you honestly think? I mean, I really am interested in your thoughts and opinions in what you feel is going on with these two. It just feels never ending. And I truly do understand the frustration that people might feel. Because believe you me, I feel it too. I get that people are probably sick and tired of them, the Harry and Meghan fatigue. I truly, absolutely get it. I do. But we need to keep this going. It's incredibly important, because if we don't support people like myself that try to bring the truth, you are then left with the way the mainstream media lie, the way that some content creators will just give you clickbait and gossip without actual evidence. And I'm not naming anybody, because at the end of the day, I look, people do what they do, right? And I get it. People have bills to pay. I completely respect and appreciate that. But it's incredibly important that we just try and keep the truth. I'm going to try and balance this a little bit more with humor, because I possibly feel, and I suppose I'm asking all of you guys to put in the comments. I get that there are a lot of you that follow me. You followed me from the get-go, and you are supportive to me as a person, and you like my content. And I do absolutely appreciate you all. I do. But there are people that are new that maybe don't quite understand the way I do things. But I think that you definitely seem to like it when I'm more humorous. So I'm going to try and balance this with the humor as much as I'm bringing the serious stuff, because I think you guys like that. You don't always like it when it's just super, super serious all the time. I am hearing the fella, some of you are missing seeing Arthur. So what I've also decided that over on my Bite-Sized Tea channel, I am no longer going to be doing the videos in my office. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do them probably in my front room, where I can have Arthur with me on the videos. So for those of you who miss Arthur, miss seeing my cats because they do make appearances, then that is where you're gonna see them. I am going to be doing Harry and Meghan over on Bite-Sized Tea, but I'm also going to be doing other things as well. So if you are, like I said, if you're sick of Harry and Meghan and you want a bit of a change, then please go and support me over there, because like I said, this channel, I honest to the anything, I do not understand what is happening. I get that the Charlie Kirk was polarizing. I understand that some people dropped off my channel because of that. That's people's right to do so. But I think it's more than that. And I've certainly seen on Reddit and other places that a lot of content creators are having issues. There is something that's happened with the YouTube algorithm, and it has destroyed some long-term, long-form creators. And my channel seems to be one of them, because I am now, my views are worse than when I first started. The monetary side of things, which as most of you know that I use for my free therapy program, I am worse. I'm as bad as when I very first got monetized. I have lost a lot. And I'm not saying this to sort of be a victim. This is factually true. So I'm asking for your advice. Is there anything that you can see that I'm doing wrong? Are my videos too long? Is that part of the problem? Are you wanting my videos to be shorter? If that's the case, then Bite-Sized Tea is for you, because I do around 10 minutes. My videos are around 10 minutes long. But is that the problem here? Are the videos too long? You're not able to sit through a half-hour video? Is that the problem? Is it that I waffle too much? You don't like that I waffle? And I know that people will go, it's your channel, do what you want. But the problem I have is if you're not viewing the channel's going to die. And if I don't find a way to pick this up, if I don't find a way to become successful again, it's not just going to be my free therapy program that dies, which is going to be devastating to me. It's going to be the channel in itself, because as much as I work full time, I can't afford to. I can't afford to do the both. I just can't. It's too much time, because I'm having to work more with my clients, that pay me. I'm not able to do my free therapy program because I cannot afford to do it, because I use the money from here to fund that. So as much as I understand that this is boring for some people, and it might feel that I mention it a lot, it's because it's real. This isn't just something that I do as a hobby. This is actually having a real world impact, and not just on me, but the people that I help. So I really just need your advice. What do you want to see on here? And I understand that some people will go, well, can you do different content? Can you do less Harry and Meghan? But again, the problem is that when I do less Harry and Meghan, nobody views. So now I'm getting in that position where nobody views my Harry and Meghan content anymore, and nobody's viewing anything else that I do. So this is why the channel is dying. So yeah, I need your advice. I need your help. I do. I need your help. I need your help in understanding how to create this channel to be better. Are the thumbnails not good? Are the descriptions not good? Is there things that you're noticing that you feel that could do better? What is it? And if I can ask that you please be as respectful as possible. Constructive criticism I'm very okay with, but you know, I am coming at this from a good place, and I really do want this channel to keep going and surviving. You know, it might be that none of you are seeing an issue, and this really is just about YouTube. YouTube are just not promoting me anymore, and I just don't want this channel to die, guys. I just don't. You know, I've worked so long, so hard. I've overcome the most horrendous smear campaign, and I just feel that I cannot get out from under it. You know, I'm just at a loss now of what to do to keep this going. So if you value my content, help me, you know, go across and subscribe to Bite Size TandT, because if this channel goes down, at least I've got there. So if you like me, you're following me because of me, then please go across and subscribe over there. Now, like I said, I will be covering the where she went up on stage and I'll be showing that and showing you my thoughts and opinions on that. So if you want that, then head across, and that video will be going up either later on today or tomorrow. So make sure that you go across and hit that. And like I say, if you want me to do anything else, drop it in the comments. Any advice, very happy with. So that being said, I hope you have a great rest of the weekend, whatever you are doing, and I hope to see you over on Bite Size Tea. Don't forget also, you can treat me to a cuppa if you want to. You can become a member. You can, all of the links that you need. There's my Amazon wish list. You can hype me if you want to. All of those things are available. All of the links, etc., are available in the description box below. So if you want anything extra, links to my other platforms, it's all there. So, you know, have a read. That being said, as always, I hope you have a great rest of the weekend. And of course, you know that I love you. I appreciate you. But most of all, regardless of your opinions, I respect you. Take care. Bye-bye.